Hi, I'm Angela, and I've helped hundreds of parents just like you help their babies sleep longer and better with absolutely no crying it out.
I want to share my story about the baby sleep coaching course that I bought from Angela. At that time, I we had recently gotten our first baby, a boy, and I was at a point where, I mean, just like you, probably we want to give the best to our children, and I just noticed that I had so many conflicting, let's say, ideas and feelings about what I was, grown up to believe about taking care of a baby, and some things just didn't feel right, and I just couldn't really fit the pieces together as to what is the best optimal way for my baby to live and how for me to take care of it. And so I was looking for answers, and so I think I stumbled upon Angela's work on a blog on psychologytoday.com, um, probably researching something about co-sleeping or something like that. I'm not sure, but it was something around that topic, and I stumbled upon her work, and I decided to check out her site, and I thought it was really interesting, the no cry sleep solution, because that was another one of those conflicting ideas that, like, I grew up hearing, and then but therefore thinking it's normal to have a baby cry. You should let it cry it out. But there was this conflicting feeling inside of me, like intuitively, like that's not cool. That's not okay. That's not how I want to take care of my baby. And I had this like feeling of like there should be some reason to this. Like there should be proof to this. And enter the no cry sleep solution, because like that answers that question with science based research. And so this whole course for me was like the it made all the missing pieces of my puzzle come together. I mean, I love um, data and science and like reason. Although I love to be in the moment and let go of all that kind of stuff, but I do like me some science based research, and that was exactly what this course gave me. It was just all like neurological baby brain development studies that literally proved all of these like feelings that I had about like no, we should be sleeping with our baby, and like we should not let it cry, and we should always have him with us and on us. The most important thing I learned from the course were a couple of things. I have some notes here. Like I said, this is from 2017 that I took this. I'm recording this in 2019, and I still have them with me. They're always in my laptop pouch, and they're just there. So they're a little like raffled or whatever you call it. But so like some things that I wrote down at that time, and I think are like paramount to this course is like one great quote I think is there's this myth that you have to like let the baby learn how to like be independent. Well, indulging in excuse me, indulging in dependence is how a baby develops independence. So by us showering it with all the love and the care and the touch that we have, that is how it so making him being very very dependent on us, that's what's gonna give him the independence later. We can't expect babies to be independent, right? So like this really clicked for me. Um so what else? Like, oh, the baby should like learn how to like calm itself down, so leave it alone. And it's like, no, that's not how it works neurologically. And this is why I really like all the data behind it, because it's like, nope, it's just not true, guys. Like neurologically, this is not how a human being grows. As a baby, you neurologically model to your baby how to enjoy good emotions and how to comfort in those wild emotions in the beginning of life. And so your baby learns to manage emotions um, over, what does it say here? Over the first year, through the repeated process of you responding to his emotions and comfort, right? So saying like, oh, he needs to learn that by himself is ridiculous. Like, that's impossible. A baby learns how to calm himself down because we calm him down all the time when he's so little. That's how they learn. They model from our, how do we handle stress? When you're distressed, how am I going to respond? He sees that, he picks that up neurologically, and he creates the systems in its brain to, calm himself down later in life, but not as a baby. Come on, what are we doing, right? So, these are just some big things that I learned, and there's a lot more. This is just the beginning. Like, I have like 5 of these sheets. A big one for me as well were like the natural sleep cycles of a baby. So like, there's just specific time frames that a baby is sleeping in, and obviously this varies with baby from baby to baby, but it is like a, a specific amount of time. Like 40 to 50 minutes is the typical sleep cycle of a newborn baby, and we can do several things within that cycle to make sure that it can either continue sleeping, or that we can respond to it at the time that it needs something. And so, like, let me say just one last thing. I can go on like for hours about this, right? I mean, I'm already at like 6 minutes, so congrats to the people still watching. But um let me end with this one, which was a big help for me. Was like understanding how to nail wake times. And we're always so focused on sleep, but what I learned is actually, no, we need to focus more on the wake time and make sure that we nail the amount that that our babies are awake, um, so that we can understand when it's going to get tired and when it needs to go to sleep. And so that's a change of mindset, and looking at the wake times instead of necessarily the sleeping times. And that has been a big shift for me that really, really helped me, um, get him into a very calm and comfortable sleeping rhythm where he sleeps in well, like, and that's like an immediate benefit of when I implemented this, is like that was easier, right? So he would sleep in well because I was nailing the right times, because I knew how long he was awake, how, when he was gonna get tired, and so we were able to anticipate perfectly. So that's an immediate benefit. But like, I'm making this video now. It's about 2 years after I took the course, and it's remarkable to have to see the benefits of applying all this knowledge, and see the long term benefits of it. Because like at the end of the day, we're not just doing something good in the moment. We are actually structuring and building a healthy brain development, right? So I've been able to enjoy some of those longer term benefits already, because my son's now grown to be 3.5. I have been consistently 95+% of the days, have we been able to nail our wake times and our sleep times, and have him go to sleep well without fussing, and therefore also waking up well, having energy throughout the day, being confident, not being already distressed. And then whenever you go to some situation, maybe the kid is like really stressed, and anything is and too much for him, he's like confident, he's happy, he's energetic. And when there's when it's time to eat, it's much easier to be eating with him and have him eat, because he's not distressed from a lack of sleep or like over or under tiredness. And so these benefits are just incredible. And like I said, the biggest benefit, these are long-term benefits. I can be happy and trust that I've helped build a healthy brain for my son, which is the best thing that I can get. And that's what I got out of this course. I mean, I hope it's clear that I cannot recommend this enough. I think this should be like, every parent should have to take this course, or a similar course, at least where we learn the facts. I mean, this is data. This is scientific data that shows us, neurologically, how to take care of our babies. So, yes, that's it. That's my story. I hope you find this inspiring. And if you were on the verge, if you were thinking about investing in this, you cannot put a price on this. You cannot put a price on this. So whatever you need to do, get your things in order, and take this course, because this is a no-brainer. The benefits are insane, as much for you, the parent, in the moment, as much for the baby in the moment, but even more longer term.
Please message me to learn more about my Smart Baby Sleep System and why it's recommended by psychologists and doctors, and all based on brain science.